Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 must-try foods in Iceland. Listen up, you lot, because we're about to take you on a culinary journey to a land of fire and ice, where the food is as dramatic and unforgettable as the landscape. If you're planning a trip to this beautiful country, you won't want to miss these culinary delights. We're talking about dishes that have been enjoyed for centuries, passed down through generations of Icelanders. Get ready to tantalize your taste buds with unique flavors, fresh ingredients, and hearty dishes that will warm you up from the inside out. So buckle up, you donkey, and get ready to explore the wild and wonderful world of Icelandic cuisine. First up, we're diving straight into the deep end with hakarl, a dish that's not for the faint of heart. We're talking fermented shark, folks. Yes, you heard that right. This ancient Viking tradition involves burying a Greenland shark underground for weeks to ferment, then hanging it to dry for months. The result? A pungent, ammonia-rich delicacy that will knock your socks off. Some say it smells like a rugby player's gym bag, others like a public toilet after a heavy night out. But hey, don't let that put you off. Hakarl is an experience, a rite of passage for any true foodie visiting Iceland. It's chewy, it's intense, and it will leave you wondering if you actually like it or not. That's the beauty of hakarl. It's a culinary adventure, a slap in the face, and a story to tell your mates back home. Now, I know what you're thinking. Gordon, you're off your rocker. Shark that's been buried alive? But trust me on this one, it's not as bad as it sounds. Well, okay, maybe it is, but you have to try it at least once. Just make sure you've got a shot of Brennivin handy to wash it down. Speaking of which, we'll be talking about that fiery little devil later. Stay tuned. Alright, let's calm things down a bit with something a little less, shall we say, confrontational. This next one is for all you healthy eaters out there. Say hello to skyr, Iceland's answer to Greek yogurt, but a million times better. This thick, creamy dairy product is packed with protein, low in fat, and absolutely delicious. Think of it as the Viking version of a superfood. You can enjoy it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Top it with fruit and granola, use it in smoothies, or even use it in savory dishes. Skyr is incredibly versatile, and it's a staple in the Icelandic diet for a reason. It's bloody brilliant. And the best part, it won't leave you with the same kind of breath as our friend hakarl. Seriously though, skyr is a must-try when you're in Iceland. It's a taste of Icelandic culture that's both healthy and satisfying. You can find it in any supermarket, and there are countless flavors and varieties to choose from. So ditch the sugary yogurt and grab yourself a tub of skyr. Your taste buds and your gut will thank you for it. Let's face it, everyone loves a good hot dog, but in Iceland they take this street food staple to a whole new level. Get ready for the pilsur, the Icelandic hot dog that's in a league of its own. Forget your sad, soggy excuse for a hot dog. This bad boy is made with a blend of lamb, pork, and beef, giving it a unique and flavorful taste. And the toppings? Don't even get me started. We're talking crispy fried onions, sweet brown mustard called pilsasinep, ketchup, a creamy remoulade sauce, and for the adventurous, chopped raw onions pickled in vinegar. Trust me, it's a flavor explosion in your mouth. You can find pilsur stands all over Iceland, from gas stations to street corners. It's the ultimate Icelandic fast food, and it's ridiculously cheap. So do yourself a favor and grab a pilsur, or two, when you're exploring the streets of Reykjavik. You won't regret it, unless you put pineapple on it. Then, you're on your own. Listen up, you lot, because it's time for some proper Icelandic comfort food. We're talking about plokkfiskur, a creamy, dreamy fish stew that will warm you up from the inside out. Imagine this: tender chunks of boiled fish, fluffy potatoes, and sweet onions, all swimming in a rich and creamy bechamel sauce. It's like a hug in a bowl, perfect for those chilly Icelandic nights. Don't be fooled by its simple appearance. This dish is packed with flavor and will leave you feeling satisfied and ready to conquer the next glacier. Plokkfiskur is a true taste of Icelandic home cooking, and it's a dish that's loved by locals and tourists alike. You can find it in many restaurants throughout Iceland, or you can even try making it yourself at home. It's surprisingly easy to make, and the end result is absolutely worth the effort. So ditch the takeaway menu, and treat yourself to a bowl of plokkfiskur. Your taste buds and your stomach will thank you for it. Alright, let's talk bread, baby. But not just any bread. We're talking about rugbrod, the dark horse of Icelandic cuisine. This dense, dark rye bread is unlike any bread you've ever tasted. It's got a slightly sweet, almost molasses-like flavor, and it's often baked in geothermal ovens, giving it a unique earthy aroma. Forget your Wonder Bread, this is the real deal. Rugbrod is traditionally served with butter, but it's also amazing with smoked salmon, cheese, or even just on its own. Here's a little secret, try dipping it in your plokkfisker or your katsupa, which we'll get to in a bit. Trust me, it's a game changer. So next time you're in Iceland, skip the baguette and grab yourself a loaf of rugbrod. It's the perfect accompaniment to any meal, and it's a true taste of Icelandic tradition. Now for all you snack lovers out there, I've got something special. This is hardfisker, basically Icelandic fish jerky, and it's as addictive as it is nutritious. We're talking about dried fish, usually cod or haddock that's been air-dried to perfection. It's chewy, it's salty, and it's packed with protein. Think of it as the Viking version of a protein bar. Hardfisker is typically eaten with a generous slather of butter, which might sound strange, but trust me, it works. The butter adds a rich creaminess that balances out the salty fishiness perfectly. You can find hardfisker in any supermarket in Iceland, and it's a popular snack for road trips, hikes, or just when you need a little pick-me-up. So ditch the crisps and grab yourself a bag of hardfisker. It's a healthy, tasty, and uniquely Icelandic snack that will keep you going all day long. Listen up, you lot, because winter is coming. And when it's cold outside, there's nothing better than a big bowl of steaming hot soup to warm you up from the inside out. That's where katsupa comes in, the Icelandic lamb soup that will make you want to curl up by the fire with a good book. This hearty soup is made with tender chunks of lamb, root vegetables like carrots, potatoes, and turnips, and a flavorful broth that will have you licking the bowl clean. It's the kind of soup that sticks to your ribs and makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Katsupa is a staple in Icelandic homes, especially during the colder months. It's the perfect meal to come home to after a long day of exploring the glaciers or chasing waterfalls. So do yourself a favor and find a restaurant that serves katsupa. It's a taste of Icelandic comfort that will warm your heart as much as it warms your stomach. Alright, you lot, it's time to face your fears. This next one is for the truly adventurous eaters out there. Introducing svid, the boiled sheep's head that's as Icelandic as it gets. I know what you're thinking. Gordon, you've officially lost it this time. But hear me out. Svid is a traditional Icelandic dish that's been around for centuries. It's usually served with mashed potatoes and turnips, and it's often eaten on special occasions. Now, I'm not going to lie, it's not the most visually appealing dish. But if you can get past the look, you'll be rewarded with tender meat and a unique flavor that's both savory and slightly sweet. The key to enjoying svid is to not overthink it. Just dig in and embrace the experience. It's a true taste of Icelandic culture, and it's something that everyone should try at least once. Just maybe not right before a hot date. Next up, we've got a real treat for you meat lovers out there. Hangikjot, the smoked lamb that's a staple of Icelandic cuisine, especially during the holiday season. Imagine this. Tender, juicy lamb, smoked to perfection over birch wood, giving it a rich, smoky flavor that will have you coming back for more. Hangikjot is traditionally served sliced thin with peas, potatoes, and a white sauce called uppstafur. It's a match made in culinary heaven. But here's the kicker. Hangikjot is also delicious cold, served on sandwiches with remoulade sauce. Trust me, it's the perfect post-Christmas feast snack. So, if you're lucky enough to be in Iceland during the holidays, make sure you seek out some hangikjot. It's a taste of Icelandic tradition that you won't soon forget. Alright, you lot, it's time to finish this culinary journey with a bang. And what better way to do that than with Brennivin, the infamous Icelandic schnapps that's also known as the Black Death. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Brennivin is not for the faint of heart. This potent spirit is made from fermented potatoes and flavored with caraway seeds, giving it a unique and, shall we say, acquired taste. Some say it smells like a hospital, others like a freshly paved road, but one thing's for sure, Brennivin will definitely put some hair on your chest. It's traditionally drunk neat, often as a shot, and it's said to be the perfect accompaniment to hakarl. Now I'm not saying you have to do that, but if you're feeling brave, go for it. Just make sure you've got a fire extinguisher handy. Just kidding, sort of. But seriously, Brennivin is an experience, and it's a big part of Icelandic culture. So, if you're looking for a true taste of Iceland, you can't leave without trying a sip, or two, of Brennivin. Thanks for joining us on this culinary journey through Iceland. We've covered everything from fermented shark to smoked lamb to potent schnapps. Iceland is a land of contrasts, and its cuisine is no different. It's a unique and exciting blend of traditional and modern, hearty and delicate, familiar and downright bizarre. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more food adventures. We're off to raid another country's pantry soon. Let us know in the comments which Icelandic food you're most excited to try, and if you've already tried some of these dishes, tell us about your experience. Until next time, happy eating.